The Great Money Revolution will usher in a completely new, previously unimaginable future. A global financial market without banks, without bank fees, brokers, middlemen, clearinghouses, even without central banks themselves. A world where every transaction is directly between the seller and the buyer, completely secure, completely private, and beyond the reach of any government or government money printing. It's a new financial marketplace that will challenge, that will transform, or will even replace a growing share of the existing global financial markets. Just consider how enormous that opportunity really is. The traditional stock and bond markets are worth more than $200 trillion today. And now, this financial revolution is about to challenge a growing share of those $200 trillion. In fact, it's already experiencing explosive growth. In the next couple of years, if it replaces just a 1% share of the global financial markets, this new niche sector could experience 200 times growth. Suppose it achieves a 10% share, then it will have grown 2,000 times, and it's already on its way. One reason it's growing so fast is because a select group of savvy investors around the world see how central banks are printing money by the trillions. They see how government is threatening to destroy the monetary system, and they see how that entirely new world of finance is probably the only viable solution. So they're rushing to buy the key assets that make this revolution possible. They see how in this new world you can borrow and lend money, buy and sell stocks without a bank, without a broker, without an agent or middleman of any kind, all peer-to-peer, direct between lender and borrower or between buyer and seller. That means no usual middleman fees. Since you cut out the middleman, you cut out the large fees and markups that middlemen typically charge. Think about that. It's huge. No confiscation. There's no way government can confiscate your assets with this new financial system. You, and you alone, retain full control over your assets. And you can take physical possession of them almost any time, instantly. No fear of bank failures, like the bank failures we saw in the Great Debt Crisis, for example. Why? Because there are no banks. And most important, no money printing by governments that can debase the currency your assets are denominated in. So, precisely when central banks are going wild, printing trillions of dollars, precisely when some of the greatest threats ever to the global economy are swirling all around us, along comes this very viable alternative that can revolutionize and stabilize financial markets. In fact, this could be the only way to pull the world back out from the brink of chaos. We're not talking just about one Apple Inc. or one Amazon.com. We're not talking about just one sector of one economy. We're talking about a new global financial structure that's starting to challenge the entire $200 trillion global financial marketplace.